Hey guys, I'm at Ogden Wax and Lash and I'm getting my fill today. And I would like you to meet somebody really quick. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're going to do a fill. She's going to kind of go over things, maybe also let you guys know a little bit about some services and that they provide. And we'll also post a phone number and that down below if you would like to set up an appointment. So here we go.
Alrighty, ask me any questions because I don't know like where to go.
What are we doing today?
So we're going to be doing hybrid lashes on you, which is a mix between classic lashes, which are a single lash strand to one of your lashes. And then we also have fans in there, which is anywhere between 3 and 6 lash strands per one of your lashes. So it's like the middle ground between like wanting a natural look and wanting a dramatic look. So it's my personal favorite because you can customize it however you really want to get the look that you desire.
Okay. So explain kind of like what a regular, what are they called? Because I get like the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So explain like the regular ones that you guys do and then also the, oh my heck, I can't even remember.
Dramatic
the more dramatic looks, yeah.
So I kind of classify it as like classics are like what you get with mascara, kind of that look where it's really natural. You can kind of see every strand, and the lashes are a little bit thicker, so I think it looks the most like mascara. And then I think hybrids, I compare them to a wispy like false lash, because you do have like that fan in there. You have the fluffiness and the texture that you get from like false lashes. Go ahead and close. And then volumes are like your really dramatic lash strip, where every single one of those is a fan, where it gives it a lot of fluffiness, it gives it a lot of density towards that lash line. So
And so this one is your personal favorite.
yeah, just because I think it is more customizable. It's easier. And we use pro-made fans. So what they are is they are handmade fans, but they're flash crystallized. So the service can go a little bit faster for you, and give you like the optimal time, but you still get those handmade fans, not
Instead of going in for a fill for 2 hours.
right. Yeah, exactly. It saves you time, it saves us time, and you still get the exact same desired result. And they're not like the pre-made fans that are really bulky at the ends, where they cause damage to the lash. They're very thin on the ends.
What are they made out of?
So it's like a faux mink. So I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really know what they're made out of. But it's like fake hair. Like you'd get like a wig or something like that. It's kind of the same deal, but it's made from the same stuff that you would get like a lash strip.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So tell them what you just got done with school for.
So I just finished my license for microblade training through Couture Brows. And I've been doing that since about October.
So are you just doing microblading or are you doing different things?
So I do everything here. We like everything except for massage. We do microneedling, chemical peels, microdermabrasions, lashes, obviously, facials. We do the works.
Your light treatment too. Talk about that.
So we do LED light treatment and we do laser light treatments. So with the laser, it can bring up any hyperpigmentation. It can really help with anti-aging. It can break up any like capillaries in the skin. And then the LED light treatment, there are different lights that help with different things on the face. So you just sit underneath an LED light for. It can help with healing. It can help, so like if you have a treatment done that's kind of invasive to the skin, such as microneedling or chemical peels, it really just helps heal that skin. There's also one for acne. If you have acne flare-ups, like maybe like a random hormonal breakout, or I don't know, like you went on a bender over the weekend and you just have a bunch of stuff that's in your skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to sit underneath that. Kills all of the bacteria. And then you can just kind of start fixing acne a little bit faster. There's one for anti-aging. We have a lot of clients that'll come in and they'll just sit underneath that light for about 20 minutes, like once a month, and it'll just help with aging. So there's a few different things. There's one for redness. We can bring down redness if you're having like a bad reaction to like anything that you've just put on your skin or things like that. It can start to bring down that redness.
What about dryness for wintertime?
So for dryness, there aren't a ton of like light treatments for that. For that, I'd recommend either getting a facial or getting a chemical peel that's targeting hydration, because you want to really target the underneath layers of the skin for bad dehydration, especially in Utah where we have the super dry, crisp air.
So we need as much as hyaluronic acid as possible.
Yep, hyaluronic acid is one of the best things for hydration. It really keeps in all of that water, especially at night. That's why your night creams tend to be a little bit thicker than your daily moisturizers. We lose a lot of water at night, and what hyaluronic acid does is it traps the water from getting out. And the biggest thing when it comes to aging is you need to keep your face hydrated. That's why, like, in certain areas, like if there is more of like a more
humidity,
yes, like certain islands, different things like that, they will have better skin than we will here in Utah, just because it's super dry and it's super hard to keep up with dry skin. So especially if you're living in a dry climate, you need a good skincare routine, especially a moisturizing one, even if you have oily skin. Oil and moisture are totally different things.
So what would you say to teens? When should they start their facial type treatments?
As soon as you can. We have people come in and they'll get like regular facials every like 4 to 6 weeks, just to kind of keep the skin healthy. Everybody needs like a deep clean. And we can kind of like start talking about other treatments. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how much we are able to reverse aging. We are able to help with acne scars that are super deep. We are able to treat a lot of things where you don't have to go to a dermatologist and like get super crazy treatments done. You don't need to get a facelift like all the time, you know, like there are definitely less invasive ways to fix your skin and your areas of concern. There are a lot of estheticians, dermatologists, everybody tell you to wear sunscreen. There is a big reason. The sun definitely causes, one, skin cancer, and two, it causes like aging very fast. Sun rays are not safe for your skin. So if you do not have an SPF, I do not care if you are trying to tan or what you're trying to do, or if you think that your foundation has enough sunscreen SPF in it, it does not. You need something to protect your skin. I promise you can get a tan while wearing SPF 15. If you are using an SPF under a 30, you are not
doing it correctly.
Like, you're pretty much not doing anything for your skin. Talks, I don't think that's wild at all. I don't think it's bad for
somebody in their 40s.
No, not at all. Any prevention, like even if you're starting skincare now, it's leaps and bounds over never doing it at all. You know, it's like if you have a savings account, it's like you can start your savings account at 45. Like, it would have been great if you started it at like 18, but
right.
at least you're doing something. Same with skincare.
So, me and Brittany, the other lady that is on my page, girl or whatever we want to call her right now, she's talking about getting fillers.
Okay.
And I asked her if she knew what was, because she was like, I'm getting Juvederm. And I was like, do you know what's in it? And she's like, no, I don't. And I said, so you're going to put something in your body that you don't even know what you're putting in. And so luckily, of course, I looked it up and it was the hyaluronic. I never can get that right.
It's a hard one.
Hyaluronic acid. So that is good technically, right? It's not silicone. It's not.
Yeah, so there are still some silicone fillers, but a lot of dermatologists have switched to hyaluronic acid because it's something that we already have in our skin. And our skin knows how to break it down. It's not going to harden it. A lot of silicones, especially like when fillers first came out, there were a lot of non-medical grade silicones that would come out. It hardens in the body because your proteins kind of like harden it because it doesn't know what to do. Whereas with hyaluronic, your body knows how to process that, and it will keep it, and it will flush whatever it doesn't need out. So that's why you need to get them like constantly done.
But just because it's flushing it out.
Yeah.
Right. So let's talk about like products that you should use, because I know me and you kind of agree on some of those things. Is why spend your money on a lot of stuff if it's actually not going to help your skin? Kind of like you just put collagen on top of your skin,
right? And
you're not actually putting it inside your body. So let's kind of talk about like those certain products. Like let's talk about maybe vitamin C, things like that.
Okay. So let's go over just what I think everybody should have in their skincare routine. Women especially need glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is amazing. It helps with anti-aging. It helps with hormonal breakouts. It helps with lightening the skin. It is an AHA, which does all of those things. It doesn't over dry you out, but it is an active ingredient, especially depending on what you're getting and where you're getting it from. It is more active. So I usually use a glycolic every night. I use mine in my cleanser personally, just because I do have those hormonal breakouts. I'd rather use it in my cleanser. Retinol is super, super important. Retinol helps with anti-aging as well. It is a smaller form of those retin A's that you get at the dermatologist. But it also helps keep your skin surfaced. So it kind of helps cell turnover with your skin to kind of keep it refreshed. So again, I use a retinol every night. Getting a retinol in your eye cream is really important, especially if you have reached the age of 30 and above. I recommend getting an eye cream with a retinol in it. That's what's going to help the most with the puffiness underneath the eyes. It's going to help tighten underneath the eyes, and again, help with that cell turnover under there as well. Vitamin C is super, super important, probably the most important. Vitamin C is a natural way to help against the sun rays that we have. If you live in a desert, if you live in a very sunny place, which a lot of people do, vitamin C is going to be your best friend. It's, like I said, it helps the most against UV rays as a natural form. It also brings a lot of nutrients into the skin. That is something that shouldn't be overlooked. You can add vitamin C any way you want into your skin routine, but you want to make sure that you have it. If you have really dry skin or aging skin, hyaluronic acid, like we talked about, is going to be your best friend. Using a hyaluronic acid as in your night cream is probably the best to keep that water in your skin at night. SPF, for sure, use it during the day. Especially if you're going to be getting treatments done by an esthetician, you need an SPF, and most estheticians won't work on you unless you have a good SPF that they trust. Because if they're going to be compromising your skin, even if it is to help it, like if you're getting a chemical peel and you do not have an SPF, most estheticians won't even work on you. Or they
Especially
shouldn't.
even my head, just even leaving there, I'm like, your face is bald.
Yeah.
You gotta have something.
I mean, you stripped it. It especially needs a barrier right now. And then, yeah, collagen. So collagen is amazing, but it is better to digest collagen, and your skin actually does better if you take it internally than if you have a cream. Now, not saying that creams are bad, I'm just saying it's better taken like as a supplement. You can add collagen to smoothies. A lot of skincare lines, they sell like shots of it. You can just like mix it up with a little bit of water. So
let's talk about some bad skin care, because I know we discussed that someone in your household that got some bad skincare.
yes. So I am not trying to bash anybody. I want to say that first and foremost, but please be careful with skincare lines that are from your friends on Facebook and certain things like that, or the Curology ads. Just be aware that those aren't always the best. Some of them can either have two active ingredients or not really any actives at all. It's a very thin line, because there are some that are great, and with every skincare line there can be amazing things and there can be absolutely horrible things. Just make sure that, like with anything, you do your research and you really make sure that it's good for your skin. I will also say, if you have really bad acne and you are going to get a product from somebody, please make sure that if your acne is going away within a week, it's not always super great.
Right.
It can actually be really damaging to your skin.
You can dry it out really quick.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, one thing I always say is, just because you have acne doesn't mean you have bad skin. It doesn't mean that you need to over dry it out. It does not mean that you need to have these super crazy ingredients. Sometimes with acne, you need to actually take care of your skin first. You need to treat everything before you treat the acne, and in most cases like mine, just getting good nourishing skincare fixed my acne. Because I think there's this common misconception that acne comes from not washing your face or having super oily skin.
Or chocolate.
That's, yeah, no. Actually, a lot of acne comes from hormones and irritation. Yes, so we have a special for our, we do specials every once in a while on our social media for lashes, facials, different things like that. Right now we do have a special for massage. It's a new client special. It's $39 to get a massage right now. But yeah, we run specials all the time. So our Instagrams are just OGDEN Lash and Wax, and same with our Facebook. We run specials all the time. We might be running specials on microblading soon, so keep your eyes out for that. We're going to be doing giveaways as well. So,
like them on Facebook and Instagram, you guys. Follow them a little bit.
We also do educate you a lot about skincare and lashes mainly, and health of your overall skin and lashes. Lashes a little bit better, because if you're going to spend the money on them, I mean, we really try to educate on how you guys can get the most out of it and keep them as good as possible. So
if you can't tell, I've been going here for probably, I think, 2 years now. So number one, it's very convenient for me because it's closed. Plus they're usually open on a Saturday, on usually a day that sometimes I have to work and sometimes I don't.
We're open on Sundays too, which is weird for Utah, but it's nice for our clients. So
Yeah, so they're very, I've tried a lot of their products. I've had facials, I've had massages, I've had the, oh my God, the photo facial and everything. They really do a great job. Everybody here is so warm and welcoming. So give you guys like huge kudos because you deserve it. Seriously.
Thanks. We really try to give as much as we can to our clients. Like if there's a service that we're interested in, even if only like 5 clients are interested in it, we're like, let's go and figure out how to do it. Let's offer it. So we go to like the aesthetics conferences every year and see what they have and what we can offer to our clients. We have a really big service list, and we price it really fairly. We don't really try to charge anything that we wouldn't pay for ourselves. We get to know all of my clients and have these relationships, and like I'm like, how are your kids? And alrighty, and then
We're ready to spray?
yes. The best part. And that just flash crystallizes them so that it creates a barrier on the outside of the lash so that the glue can properly cure for the rest of the 24 hours.
Okay, so everybody that goes and gets this done, how long before they can get them wet? So no crying.
24 hours. Also know if you have super watery eyes, super sensitive eyes, you might need a couple treatments before you get used to the sensation, to get used to the glue, to get used to different things. You might have worse retention the first few times you get it done because of those factors.
Now, I have had at times where I have gotten a little watery eyed because of allergies or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I go and grab my blow dryer.
Yeah. Hey, whatever
It
you
works,
gotta do.
right?
Right.
Am I stuck? Good.
You're good.
Awesome.
And then we use little like paper straws. This is a tip for other lash artists as well. Paper straws, we just cut them up and put them over top of the little spoolies that we give you, just so that you can keep it in your purse, in your car, anything like that. Keep bacteria off of the lashes, off of the brush, so that you aren't brushing your lashes with like lint from your purse and things like that.
Because that's another reason why we brush our lashes, is because we get little hairs in them, and yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So
Cool.
There's that for
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for doing this for me.
You're welcome.
You're such a sweetie. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Talk to you later.